Hi, my name is Nate Hazel, and today I'm going to be talking about standardized tests. Yes, I'm talking about the tests where you think you're doing really good halfway through, and then you get the results back and you realize it's not really as good as you'd hope for. Well, I believe that this happens for three reasons, and I'm arguing against standardized tests and why they're not an actual a good reading of a student's intellect. I think for three reasons. One, mental health plays a big role into it. Teachers teaching just the tests, not the actual information that they're supposed to be teaching, and other variables that go along with it. So, mental health, and I get all my information from a study of effects of standardized testing on students' well-being, which was a graduate study at Harvard. And some tests actually have consequences for not doing as well. You may get separated from your peers as a young kid. That could be pretty devastating. Say you don't get as good of a grade on it as your friends, even though you make the same GPA or even greater, you're smarter than them, but they pick on you and stuff because your testing wasn't as good as theirs, when you in reality just could be not a good test score. Also, your parents could get on to you for not getting the test score they wanted you to get, or you could get down on yourself and think less of yourself for these tests, when in reality you're just not that good of a test taker. The next one is teachers just teaching the test and not the information. So a teacher learns that all of a sudden when she gets on that the higher the standardized test grades, the more vacation time she gets, pay raises she gets, and also bonuses she gets. My mom is a teacher. She tells me these things. And so teachers will eventually go from wanting to teach students and help students learn for future things in life to, let me chase that pay raise, let me get to more vacation hours and just teach what's on the test because it's easier and it makes them look better overall, because that's how teachers are evaluated. So lastly is the other variables. So schools with naturally higher funding will have statistically done better than students at lower funding schools. So standardized tests kind of aim at the higher funding schools, which there's four variables that go into it. Is the number of parents living at home, the parents' education, the type of community, and the poverty rate in that said area. All these four variables, if those four variables are lower than another school, then 89% of the time their test scores have been higher, which is almost 90%, which is a pretty crazy rate. So in my opinion, that just shows that standardized tests direct higher funded schools and don't give kids as much of a chance at younger funded schools. So in conclusion, standardized tests have many variables and reasons why they're not a fair reading of one's intellect, and I truly believe this. Thank you.